Welcome back, guys, to Road to October. This is my weekly series where I take my journey between now and Halloween. This is episode number 13. It's now August, and we're getting real close to wrapping up this elevator. Alright, so I went ahead and painted my plastic chain just using some browns and orange and black just to get a kind of a rusty effect. I cut it to length for just to fit around the pulley here. And on one end, I think it's this one, yeah, I just cut the very end of it so I could clip the two together, if you can see that. And first I was all worried about siliconing the chain in and everything, but it fits so snug that I think all I'm going to do is just clip the two ends together and probably just put a little dab of super glue on the end of that, and that will make the pulley complete. Alright, so while the chain sets up in my pulley, I got out this pick-a-volt and my wiper motor and a power supply just to play with, and took a little bit to go through the instructions, but I finally figured it out, and it's very simple. So we got a power supply which goes into the pick-a-volt. The pick-a-volt then goes to the motor, positive, negative, and then this is just merely the trigger, and this will actually get connected to one of the channels on the TerraTech board. So all I have to do, if I can do this and hold the camera at the same time, if I touch those two together, did I get it? No. Let's try that again. There we go. So see, it goes one direction, then it'll stop, and then it'll reverse in the other direction, and that's exactly what we're hoping to get. So that was very, very easy to accomplish, so that's gonna be cool. So now I can get my ceiling back down that I have up there and pull the lights out, and then I can mount my my pulley up there, mount my light boxes up there, and I can put the ceiling back on permanently, get the back wall going, and then I'm gonna start tackling rearranging, cleaning all this stuff up and getting all the plugs and all that. So yep, moving along. Alright, let me show you the setup real quick before I put it up in the ceiling, because once it's way up there it's going to be kind of difficult to film. So again, here's the pick-a-volt, wiper motor, pulley is just bolted to the wiper motor shaft there, and I'm going to trigger this with my finger again, and see, the wheel turns in one direction, stops, and then reverses its direction. That's what I was kind of going for. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way that worked. Turned out pretty good. So my only concern is because of those holes that I put in that pulley. If someone were to incline to stick their finger in there, I'm pretty sure they'd end up with a broken finger. So I might need to put some type of mesh cage around here, something gnarly, just to prevent that from happening. I did order a decal, one of those finger crush decals that you've seen on machinery. So, but in addition, I think it would probably be safer to do something like that. But anyway, yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way this is working out. Oh man, I almost forgot about my bugs. So I found those in that box, like I said last time, and wish I only got 3 of them, but that's probably enough. I don't want to overdo it, but yeah, basically all I did was I actually used silicone, a couple dabs of silicone, and then 1 dab of hot glue just to hold it in place. I just have no faith in hot glue anymore, especially in a prop like this. You know, if it gets too hot or something, that hot glue just fails. So at least with the silicone, I know it's going to stay in place. So anyway, now I can put the light boxes back over top of it, get them secured down, and I'll be ready to put the ceiling back up. So for my elevator, I needed a freight elevator sign. So my buddy Rich Dupree had sent me a link for this place, smartsigns.com, and they do all like these OSHA type signs. And I went ahead and ordered one, and it was $25. Anything over $25 was free shipping. So I ordered this sign, and this was only $9.90, I think, $10 for a 10 by 14, and I thought it was just going to be a cheap piece of plastic with, you know, like a sticker on it, but no, this is actually painted on like vinyl, and pretty impressed with the quality of this thing. So I'll have to dingy all these up, but since it was free shipping on $25, I got my elevator sign. I got this caution biohazard, authorized personnel only sign, and this one here for warning, infectious biohazard area, protective suits required. And all these were $9.90, $10 a piece. And then I got this. This is actually just a sticker. I think it's 5 by 7 peel and stick sticker, but this is going to go on that containment barrel thing that I got. Infected specimen. I thought that was pretty cool. It says if containers breached, contact local health authorities. I thought that was pretty badass. I should have gotten more of these things, but anyway, yeah. These. So if you need some signs, check out Smart Signs. $10, anything over $25, free shipping. They have, like, you know, the danger, high voltage, you name it, all that type of stuff. So it's pretty cool. All right, I believe I have the majority of the electronics wired up here. There's still some other connections, you know, like the TV and the lights and stuff like that. But for the most part, this is pretty much good to go. To some, I know it might seem a little overwhelming. Others might look at it and say, "Oh, that's pretty much a piece of cake." Which, I don't know. I think it's pretty straightforward. So I'll run through it real quick. 12-volt power supply. This is providing power to the solenoid valves. You notice you only see 3 of them here. That's because the 4th one is going to be on the other wall. That's going to be the dump valve for that side. I wanted to get it closer to the bag so it would drop a little bit faster. So that's why we got 3 here. So anyway, 12-volt power supply, supplying power to these guys. These things are really nice if you have to make multiple connections to a single power supply or something. Basically, it's just power coming in and just looping them to all these different posts there. And that's providing power to each one of these 4 channels. Then those channels run to the corresponding solenoid valves. So that's pretty much it for that. The 5-volt power supply is providing power to the TerraTech board. Let's see. The amplifier just has its own little power supply. There is just a stereo jack that goes to the TerraTech board for audio. This is the 5th channel for the Peekaboo that we talked about earlier, running the wiper motor. That is also getting power from these guys here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I got my leads here. Those will go to the motor. And what else can I tell you? I just got to hook up the HDMI, the audio, and we should be good to go. One thing I just noticed when I was putting this together, on this Picavolt, all the connections, the screw heads, are on the bottom side of this. So if you mount this, you can't access it to it. So you have to wire everything before you mount it. And you ever have to change anything, then you got to take the whole damn thing apart. So anyway, I'm going to put this up on the wall and then finish wiring everything up here. Well, I think we got it all hooked up minus the speakers, but got it all wired and got it all turned on, and lo and behold, the thing worked on the first shot. So I'm pretty happy about that. So I went ahead and we'll run the script here, and you hear the solenoids take off, and the motor or the pulley takes off just like it's supposed to. And yeah, so now I have to put my vent in my other wall, wire up the speakers, and then I got to add my audio and video files and stuff. So I noticed that I got an LED out already. Isn't that awesome? I should have known with the cheap string of lights that something like that would happen, but yeah. Anyway, we'll keep plugging away. So right now I'm uploading my video file to the TerraTech board wirelessly from my laptop, and we're going to fire it up, and I'm curious to see how these speakers sound. I'm kind of concerned they might be too small and the sound quality is going to be kind of shitty. So I have another outdoor larger speaker that I could use. I don't really like the size. I like the size of these, but I would rather have better sound quality than for sleekness, I guess. So we got about another 16% left, and then we'll give this thing a whirl. Alright, I think we got it. Took me a couple tries to get everything to work out. For whatever reason, I had to restart the prop controller, but if you see there, I got one of the lines of script says video, starting at 1 second, run for 2 minutes. And we're going to go ahead and run a test, a preview. Now remember, nothing is synchronized yet, so you'll see the wheels start to go. There the video comes on, you can hear the relays clicking away and everything. And I realize I like the sound of this speaker. It's much better quality than those little things. So there we go. And we got the video starting up. Again, I got to get everything. This is just a test sequence just to make sure everything works. I got to make a new script to make the pulley and the video and the solenoid valves and everything synchronized together. So anyway, yeah, I'm pretty excited that all this is working. That stupid light that's out is really pissing me off, though. I'm gonna have to climb up there and resolder another one in there. But anyway, I guess next I need to mount this light into that vent and get it put in this back wall here, and then put it all together, and then I can start working on the doors. Alright, because nothing is easy, oh, by the way, this is my freight elevator switch that I got. It's got up and down on it. And this is actually going to trigger the TerraTech board. Well, apparently you can't just hook up a switch to it, like a push button switch, and trigger it. It has to actually see voltage. So what I had to do was add this LED. I actually had some of these 12 volt LEDs from last year, sorry. And I guess that is going to be my voltage. I'm going to have to run this all the way over to my power blocks here, and then to the TerraTech board to one of the triggers. So yeah, always something, right? Alright folks, we're getting close, very, very close. We got our switch wired up to the TerraTech board. We got our LED and everything. So if I hit this button, the little light flashes, you hear the relay start to click, see my shadow, monitor, wheel, all this stuff, everything's going. So I think we are in excellent shape to get this thing wrapped up. So I got the back wall over there. I got that little vent thing going. Let me go around here. Clicking. So I said I wasn't gonna use the small speakers, and I was gonna use the big speakers. Well, I had the center channel speaker, which has 2 in there. So I decided to use that because it's a lot more sleek and everything. That other one's gonna be way out here and everything. So that was just a whole lot easier. So we got that all worked out, and yeah, I think we're ready to put the back wall on. And what else? Oh, gotta fix that goddamn light. Oh, it's driving me nuts. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this week's episode of Road to October. I actually had more footage I could have put into this video, but this one's already starting to run a little long, so I figured I'd save it for next episode. But yeah, feel free to leave any comments or questions down below. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe and check back to see the progression throughout the next several weeks till we get to October 31st. And yeah, that's it. Thanks guys.